There is a profound truth that we often overlook amid difficulties. The universe possesses an incredible capacity to restore what we believe to be lost. Years that seem to have been squandered, opportunities that slipped through our fingers, these can all be reclaimed in unexpected ways. The sensation of loss can be devastating, yet what few realize is that life operates in cycles, and what we deem out of reach can return in a renewed and abundant form. It is akin to a tree that, after shedding its leaves in winter, blooms once more in spring. This is how universal restoration operates. This restoration is not always obvious or immediate, but the universe communicates in subtle ways. A fortuitous encounter, a new opportunity arising from nowhere, or even a challenge that prompts you to reassess your choices can serve as signs that the restoration process is underway. It is as if the universe, through these small coincidences, guides us back to the right path. The key here is to remain attentive and receptive. Imagine someone who, after years in a dissatisfying job, receives an unexpected offer precisely when it is needed. The universe has been at work all along. They simply failed to notice the signs. In various spiritual and philosophical traditions, this idea of restoration is rooted as a fundamental principle. From spiritual rebirth in Christianity to the continuous cycle of destruction and creation in Hinduism, there is a common thread. The universe operates with the intent of returning what has been lost, albeit in a new and improved form. This requires trust in the process and, of course, patience. For many, developing this trust is challenging, but it is what enables us to move forward, knowing that everything unfolds in due time. And it is this trust that prepares us to grasp the next concept. The universe has its own way of communicating, often doing so in ways that go unnoticed. You know that intuition that arises out of nowhere, or a coincidence that seems inexplicable? These are merely a few examples of the subtle signs the universe sends us to guide us toward restoration. It is unnecessary to remain in a state of constant alertness, but it is essential to cultivate a heightened sensitivity to the messages that emerge along our path. A simple, unexpected encounter may signal the beginning of a significant turning point, and those who can interpret these signs are always a step ahead. Signs can manifest in various forms: a seemingly insignificant conversation that sparks a brilliant idea, a book that falls into your hands at the precise moment, or even an opportunity that arises when you least expect it. These signs are not random coincidences, but rather gentle nudges from the universe to realign us with our purpose. Consider the stories of individuals who discover their true passions after years of feeling lost. Nothing happens by chance. The universe was guiding each step, patiently waiting for the right moment to arrive. However, interpreting these signs requires more than mere attention. It also demands action. Recognizing opportunities is futile if you are not willing to pursue them. Just as a navigator relies on the stars for guidance, we too must utilize the signs from the universe to steer ourselves in the right direction. Each small sign serves as a beacon, indicating that the path of restoration lies just ahead, awaiting exploration. Herein lies the beauty of the process. The universe guides us, but it is up to us to take the necessary steps to complete the journey. The concept of renewal and restoration is a recurring theme in various spiritual and philosophical traditions around the world. From Buddhist teachings that discuss the cycle of rebirth to Christian practices of repentance and forgiveness, the belief in the ability to restore life and soul stands as a central principle. These traditions teach us that, regardless of past events, there is always a chance to begin anew. Imagine yourself, for instance, as a river that continues its flow after weathering a storm. growing ever stronger and revitalized. Throughout history, many wise sages and spiritual teachers have emphasized the importance of trusting the flow of life. This trust is not merely resignation, it is an active openness to the possibilities the universe presents. It resembles cultivating a garden. Patience and faith are required, with the understanding that, after diligent effort, the flowers will eventually bloom. Each new day grants us the opportunity to rewrite our narrative, irrespective of the choices we've made in the past. This notion is both liberating and invigorating, deserving to be embraced with enthusiasm. Furthermore, in practicing renewal, we are invited to release the shackles of regret and guilt. Every spiritual tradition possesses its rituals and practices that aid us in this renewal process. It may involve meditation in Buddhism, prayer in Christianity, or even the simple act of expressing gratitude to the universe for the lessons learned. These practices not only connect us with something greater, but also help us uncover a deeper purpose in our lives. Thus, when we allow ourselves to trust in the universe, we create space for the abundance and renewal that await us. When we speak of restoration, we must not forget that the universe also surprises us with abundance and unexpected blessings. Often, we become so focused on our difficulties that we fail to notice the opportunities that surround us. Imagine receiving a job offer you never thought possible, or encountering a long-lost friend in an unexpected place, resulting in a conversation that shifts your perspective. These situations are manifestations of the universe's restorative power, showing us that there is always a light, even in the darkest times. The belief in abundance allows us to perceive life differently. Instead of seeing only scarcity, we can adopt a mindset that acknowledges the universe has an infinite supply of opportunities and resources at our disposal. This shift in mentality not only transforms how we feel, but also how we act. For instance, by adopting an attitude of gratitude, we begin to attract more positive experiences. By waking up and expressing thanks for what we already have, such as a home, friends, or even the mere possibility of a new day, we send a clear message to the universe. We are ready to receive more. Unexpected blessings also teach us the importance of sharing our abundance with others. When we assist someone in need, whether through a simple gesture or emotional support, we create a cycle of positivity that can return to us in surprising ways. It is akin to planting seeds of generosity. Over time, these seeds blossom into a vibrant garden of connections and opportunities. Thus, the universe not only restores our lost years, but also bestows upon us the joy of giving and receiving, demonstrating that true abundance arises from a generous spirit. When discussing the abundance the universe provides, a crucial aspect is the act of sharing. Often we find ourselves so immersed in our own challenges and achievements that we neglect to look around and notice those in need. However, sharing our abundance benefits not only others, but also enriches our own lives. A prime example is when someone decides to donate a portion of their income to a cause, such as a shelter or charity. In helping those in difficult situations, this person creates a cycle of generosity that can return to them in unexpected ways. The scarcity mentality, which leads us to believe that there is only enough for ourselves, can be detrimental. When we learn to share, even in small quantities, we begin to create an environment of abundance, not only in our lives, but in the lives of those around us. Imagine that by donating clothes or food you no longer use, you are not only decluttering your space, but also bringing comfort and hope to those facing hardships. This creates a network of gratitude and connection, illustrating that the act of giving truly enriches our lives and those of others. Moreover, sharing abundance can also manifest in everyday acts. Sometimes, a simple act of kindness, such as listening to a friend who needs to vent, or offering assistance to a co-worker can make a significant difference. These actions reinforce the idea that true wealth lies in human connections and mutual support. Therefore, by embracing generosity and sharing our blessings, we not only contribute to the restoration of our lives, but also to the creation of a more compassionate and harmonious world. This prepares us to understand how true transformation begins within us and radiates outward to others. Hope is a powerful engine that propels change and restoration in our lives. In moments of discouragement, it is easy to lose faith in a brighter future and feel that all is lost. However, hope possesses the remarkable ability to lift us up and drive us toward new possibilities. Imagine someone facing a challenge, be it an illness, an unstable job, or even a personal crisis. Those who maintain hope can see beyond their current situation, visualizing a path toward recovery and growth. This mindset is not merely inspiring, it is transformative. Moreover, hope serves as fuel for perseverance. When a person believes that their actions can lead to positive change, they feel motivated to continue fighting, even when circumstances seem unfavorable. A practical example of this is the story of an athlete who, after a serious injury, refuses to give up on their dreams. They work diligently on rehabilitation, focusing not only on returning to competition, but also on being a beacon of resilience for others. This determination, nourished by hope, illustrates that every small step toward the ultimate goal counts and can lead to extraordinary achievements. Ultimately, hope not only transforms the individual, but also inspires those around them. When someone rises above their challenges and shares their journey, it creates a domino effect. Others feel encouraged and motivated to follow suit, and thus, hope spreads like a wave, impacting more lives than we can imagine. It serves as a reminder that, even in the darkest moments, the light of hope can shine and guide us back to our path. It is this force that prepares us to align our actions with the greater purpose of the universe. Stories of triumph always remind us of the transformative power of hope. A quintessential example is that of Nik Vujicic, a man born without arms and legs. Rather than succumb to adversity, he found strength in his condition and became a renowned motivational speaker. Nik not only inspires others to overcome their limitations, but also emphasizes the importance of embracing life with gratitude and joy. His message is clear: hope can flourish even in the most challenging circumstances, and it is this hope that transforms lives. Another inspiring figure is Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani woman who fought for girls' education in her country, facing death threats from the Taliban. After surviving an attack, she not only recovered, but also emerged as a global icon for educational rights. Malala's courage and determination to fight for a better future for all girls demonstrate how hope, when coupled with action, can create a significant impact in the world. Her story is a living testament that even in the face of adversity, the light of hope can illuminate the path. These examples not only inspire us, but also teach us that hope is not something to be passively awaited. It is a force to be actively cultivated. By hearing these stories, we are invited to reflect on our own struggles and to seek hope amid challenges. Thus, by recognizing that each of us can be an agent of change, we prepare to align our lives with the universe's purpose, creating a future brimming with possibilities and growth. Understanding and aligning oneself with the universe's purpose is a fascinating and transformative journey. Often, we become lost in daily routines, forgetting to look at the bigger picture, which can lead to a sense of disconnection. However, when we acknowledge that we are part of a vast interconnected system, we begin to realize that our actions have a greater impact than we might think. This understanding can be liberating, inviting us to live more consciously, aligning our choices with what truly resonates with our inner selves. Understanding and aligning oneself with the universe's purpose is a fascinating and transformative journey. Often we become lost in daily routines, forgetting to look at the bigger picture, which can lead to a sense of disconnection. However, when we acknowledge that we are part of a vast interconnected system, we begin to realize that our actions have a greater impact than we might think. This understanding can be liberating, inviting us to live more consciously, aligning our choices with what truly resonates with our inner selves. A practical way to align with this purpose is to reflect on what truly motivates and inspires us. It is essential to pause and ask ourselves, what makes me feel alive? When we dedicate ourselves to activities that bring us joy and purpose, such as volunteering or pursuing a passion, we resonate with the energy of the universe. Imagine someone discovering their love for teaching children. By engaging in this work, they not only enrich the lives of the little ones, but also find their true vocation, creating a powerful synergy between their actions and the greater purpose. Moreover, the practice of gratitude plays a fundamental role in this alignment. By recognizing and appreciating the small blessings of everyday life, we cultivate a mindset of abundance that further connects us to the universe. Gratitude helps us perceive that every experience, even the challenging ones, contributes to our personal and spiritual growth. Over time, this practice transforms into a habit, guiding us toward a fuller and more meaningful life, where each step taken is in harmony with the cosmic flow. Thus, we prepare ourselves to explore the spiritual and existential transformation that awaits us. The journey of spiritual and existential transformation is a deeply personal and enriching experience. As we connect with the universe and begin to understand our purpose, we often feel an internal calling to become better versions of ourselves. This transformation can emerge after moments of deep reflection, meditation, or even personal crises that force us to rethink our lives. Consider individuals who, after a significant loss, rediscover their essence and start engaging in practices that promote spiritual and emotional well-being, such as yoga or meditation. Throughout this transformative process, it is common to encounter internal challenges. Issues like doubt, fear, and insecurity may arise, but it is in these moments that true transformation occurs. By facing and overcoming these obstacles, we not only become more resilient, but also uncover a deeper meaning to our lives. Think of someone who decides to change careers in pursuit of a greater purpose. This decision, while challenging, can lead them down a path of self-discovery and fulfillment, illustrating that every step toward transformation is worthwhile. It is essential to remember that spiritual transformation is not a destination, but a continuous journey. As we delve deeper into our growth, we are invited to look within and connect with what truly matters. This may include practices such as journaling, where one can explore emotions and reflections, or simply spending time in nature, where tranquility and inspiration abound. These experiences help us cultivate enduring inner serenity, laying the groundwork for the spiritual awakening that is about to unfold. Spiritual awakening is a fascinating and transformative phenomenon that many individuals experience throughout their lives. This process can manifest in various forms, such as a sudden understanding of the interconnection among all beings or a profound sense of peace and acceptance. When someone begins to question the reality they know and seeks something beyond the mundane, this is often the commencement of a spiritual journey. Imagine an individual who, after years of living on autopilot, begins to explore meditation and delve into spiritual practices. This quest leads them into a new realm of perceptions and experiences. An important aspect of this awakening is the realization that we are all part of something greater. This understanding can be a liberating experience, and is often linked to moments of introspection, nature, or connection with others. When we allow ourselves to feel this unity, we recognize that our personal struggles are part of a collective narrative. Reflect on a moment when you helped a stranger or felt a sense of belonging to a group. These interactions serve as powerful reminders that we are all woven into the fabric of life, and every action, every word matters. Spiritual awakening also compels us to reevaluate our values and beliefs. As we delve deeper into this new perception, we often find a need to align our actions with our newly formed convictions. This may mean altering habits, prioritizing healthier relationships, or dedicating time to causes that ignite our passion. Each small adjustment we make can have a significant impact, not only on our lives, but also on the lives of those around us. Thus, by embracing this journey of awakening, we prepare ourselves to explore the inner serenity and divine connection that await us. The pursuit of inner serenity and divine connection is a common goal for many embarking on spiritual journeys. This serenity is not merely the absence of agitation. It is a state of profound peace that settles within us, even amid chaos. When one engages in spiritual practices, such as meditation or prayer, they begin to cultivate this internal tranquility, becoming less reactive to external circumstances. Picture someone who, instead of succumbing to anxiety and challenging moments, takes a deep breath and finds calmness within their essence. This ability not only transforms how we face challenges, but also makes us more resilient and centered. Moreover, the divine connection is a deeply personal experience that varies from person to person. For some, this connection may manifest in moments of natural beauty, while others feel it during acts of solidarity and love for one another. When we allow ourselves to open our hearts and minds, we can perceive the presence of the divine in even the smallest things around us. Consider, for instance, a walk in the park, where the simple act of observing nature can evoke feelings of gratitude and reverence. This connection with the divine not only brings joy, but also serves as a reminder of our own divinity and potential. Ultimately, cultivating inner serenity and divine connection is a continuous process that demands practice and dedication. It is vital to carve out moments throughout the day to reconnect with oneself, whether through a morning ritual, moments of silence, or simply appreciating the beauty that surrounds us. Each day, as we focus on this connection, we strengthen our understanding that we are all interconnected within a vast and beautiful universe. Thus, we prepare for the ongoing journey of healing and renewal that awaits us. Regret is a powerful emotion that can entrap us in cycles of self-criticism and sorrow. Many of us have found ourselves contemplating past decisions we would have made differently, which can become a source of pain and frustration. However, it is essential to recognize that regret is a natural part of the human experience. Confronting these emotions and learning from them is a crucial step toward restoration and growth. Imagine someone who, after a failed relationship, spends time lamenting but eventually chooses to reflect on the lessons learned. This reflection is vital for true overcoming. An effective strategy for managing regret is the practice of self-compassion. Instead of criticizing ourselves, it is important to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer a friend. Ask yourself, what would I say to someone going through this? This approach helps soften the emotional impact of regret and creates space for personal forgiveness. Furthermore, focusing on the present and future rather than fixating on the past is vital. A person may decide to set new goals or learn a new skill, redirecting their energy towards something positive and productive. Finally, understanding that every mistake and regret carries an opportunity for learning is essential. By reflecting on our experiences, we can identify patterns and behaviors that no longer serve us. This awareness allows us to make more conscious decisions in the future. For example, someone who consistently places themselves in a secondary role in relationships might recognize this and choose to be more assertive next time. Personal transformation does not happen overnight, but each step taken toward healing is a step in the right direction, preparing us to turn obstacles into opportunities. Managing regret is a vital skill that can transform not only how we view our past, but also how we shape our future. One of the most effective strategies is the practice of mindfulness, which teaches us to remain present in the moment and observe our thoughts without judgment. When we confront regrets instead of sinking into them, we can learn to view these feelings as fleeting clouds in the sky. A practical example would be setting aside a few minutes each day to meditate, focusing on your breath, and allowing thoughts of regret to drift away naturally without clinging to them. Another valuable approach is gratitude. By focusing on the lessons learned from experiences that bring us regret, we can reverse the negative narrative we have constructed around them. Keeping a gratitude journal where you note things you are thankful for each day can help shift your perspective. Consider someone who regrets not spending more time with family. By acknowledging the importance of that time and making a conscious effort to reconnect, they transform a regret into a commitment to action. This shift in mindset is fundamental to overcoming. Lastly, setting intentions is a powerful way to redirect the energy we might otherwise spend lamenting the past. By establishing clear and achievable goals, you begin to act rather than merely react. A person who feels trapped in a job they do not love, for instance, may set the intention to seek a new job or even change careers altogether. By focusing on actions that lead them toward their objectives, they transform regret into motivation. Thus, managing regret is not merely about leaving the past behind, but about creating a more conscious future aligned with our values. Clarity of thought is essential for navigating the tumultuous waters of life. Often, we feel overwhelmed by the demands of daily existence, which can cloud our judgment and hinder decision-making. In this context, the practice of reflection becomes fundamental. By taking the time to pause and ponder our experiences, we can begin to discern what truly matters and how our challenges shape our perspective. Imagine someone who, after a difficult experience, decides to carve out time for themselves, perhaps by retreating to a tranquil place where they can think and reassess their priorities. This pause can serve as a catalyst for a new outlook on life. Another powerful tool for enhancing clarity of thought is writing. Recording our thoughts and feelings can help us organize our ideas and visualize solutions. A journal can be an effective means of exploring the emotions and situations that trouble us. When someone writes about a problem, they often discover that the solution was right in front of them, obscured only by mental clutter. This practice not only liberates the mind, but also allows it to uncover new paths and possibilities that previously seemed hidden. Moreover, transforming challenges into opportunities is a shift in perspective that can redefine our relationship with adversity. Instead of viewing a setback as a failure, one can begin to see it as a valuable lesson that fosters growth. For example, someone who loses a job might seize that moment as an opportunity to explore new careers or even to embark on an entrepreneurial venture. Clarity of thought, combined with a new perspective, not only empowers us to face difficulties, but also enables us to extract profound lessons from each lived experience. The ability to transform obstacles into opportunities is one of the most powerful keys to personal growth. We all encounter challenges at some point, but what truly defines our path is how we choose to respond to these challenges. When faced with an obstacle, rather than succumbing to despair, we can choose to see it as a chance for learning. Picture a student who, upon failing an important exam, decides to use that experience as motivation to study harder and gain a deeper understanding of the material. This shift in mindset not only helps to overcome the current situation, but also strengthens resilience for future challenges. A practical example of this transformation can be observed in the lives of entrepreneurs. Many success stories began with failures. Consider a business owner who launches a product that fails to gain market acceptance. Instead of giving up, they analyze consumer feedback and make adjustments, creating an improved version of the product. This perseverance and willingness to learn from mistakes become the foundation of their eventual success. Here, the obstacle was not merely a setback, but a catalyst for innovation and continuous improvement. Ultimately, the capacity to view obstacles as opportunities requires practice and a conscious shift in perspective. One way to cultivate this mindset is, for instance, to challenge yourself to find 3 positive lessons in each difficult situation. This may seem simple, but this practice can radically change how you approach challenges. By doing so, you begin to build a repertoire of strategies that help you navigate life's difficulties, transforming each obstacle into a new opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Thus, we draw ever closer to understanding how healing is an essential aspect of the restoration journey. Healing is a fundamental aspect of the journey of restoration and transformation that we all undergo. Throughout life, we accumulate experiences, some wonderful and others challenging, that can leave emotional scars. Recognizing the importance of healing is the first step toward liberating ourselves from these shackles and moving toward a more fulfilling life. Healing is not merely a physical process. It also encompasses emotional and spiritual dimensions. Imagine someone who has suffered a significant loss. By seeking support, whether through therapy, support groups, or spiritual practices, this person takes a crucial step toward healing and renewal. An essential element of healing is self-compassion. Often, we are our harshest critics, and this mindset can impede true recovery. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we begin to release the emotions that bind us. For instance, someone grappling with past regrets may benefit from a daily practice of positive affirmations, allowing themselves to feel love and acceptance. This shift in how we perceive ourselves is vital for the healing and restoration process. Moreover, healing is a continuous journey. There is no magical endpoint where everything resolves itself. Rather, it is a gradual process of learning and adaptation. As we allow ourselves to feel, process, and let go of emotions, we begin to appreciate the beauty that lies in vulnerability. Each step taken toward healing teaches us about resilience and inner strength, preparing us to face the challenges that lie ahead. Thus, by embracing healing as an essential part of our lives, we create space for ongoing renewal that connects us to the universe's flow. Emotional healing plays a crucial role in our journey of restoration and personal transformation. When we fail to address our emotional wounds, they can manifest in various ways, impacting our mental health, relationships, and even our physical well-being. It is akin to carrying a heavy backpack. With each unhealed wound, we add more weight, hindering our progress. By seeking emotional healing, we begin to release this burden, allowing us to move forward with greater ease. A prime example is an individual who, after years in a toxic relationship, decides to seek therapy. This step not only helps to heal past wounds, but also strengthens their self-esteem and confidence. Another important facet of emotional healing is the capacity to forgive, both ourselves and others. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Rather, it entails releasing the pain and anger that bind us to the past. When someone manages to forgive an offense, they are, in fact, doing themselves a favor by liberating themselves from the emotional chains that hold them captive. Picture someone who, after a familial misunderstanding, chooses to forgive and reconnect with their loved ones. This action can bring not only peace, but also new opportunities for love and connection. Ultimately, The impact of emotional healing is often felt across all aspects of our lives. As we free ourselves from what harms us, we begin to see the world through new eyes. Our relationships transform, allowing us to connect more deeply and authentically with others. Additionally, our capacity to face future challenges expands as we become more resilient. This journey of healing is not a destination, but a continuous process that prepares us for the next phase of our lives, where new beginnings and personal growth await us. The notion of new beginnings is frequently imbued with hope and possibilities, yet it can also bring a degree of anxiety. Change can be challenging, and it is natural to feel hesitant in the face of the unknown. However, it is crucial to recognize that each new beginning is an opportunity for renewal and growth. Imagine someone who decides to change careers after years in an unsatisfying profession. While the leap may seem daunting, this act of courage can unlock doors to new experiences and achievements. The key is to keep an open mind and trust that the universe is conspiring in our favor. One of the most effective ways to embrace new beginnings is to cultivate a positive mindset. This involves reframing our perspective on change, transforming anxiety into excitement. For example, when someone decides to relocate, instead of worrying about what might go wrong, they can focus on the new opportunities that await them, such as making new friends or exploring a different environment. This shift in perspective not only makes the transition smoother, but also renders the experience more rewarding. Additionally, new beginnings often provide us with the opportunity to rediscover our essence and what we truly value. By shedding what no longer serves us, we create space for new experiences and learnings. For instance, someone who decides to end a toxic relationship may finally dedicate time to hobbies they love or explore interests they had previously set aside. These new beginnings represent a chance for rebirth, where an individual can shape their life based on their desires and values, preparing to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. New beginnings carry profound significance and a promise of renewal. Often, they are seen as a blank slate, an opportunity to rewrite one's narrative and forge new paths. This transformation is not merely about changing routines, it is about embracing a new vision of life. Imagine a person who decides to start a journal, where they record not only their thoughts, but also their dreams and aspirations. This practice helps them visualize the future they desire, enabling them to make decisions that align more closely with their true wishes. These new beginnings also invite us to let go of what no longer serves us. It is common to feel trapped in situations, habits, or relationships that do not bring joy or growth. By recognizing that new beginnings can be the key to liberation, we start to take action. Picture someone who decides to break free from a stagnant routine and enrolls in a dance class. This simple act not only exposes them to new experiences, but also helps them reconnect with their essence, fostering joy and creativity. In this way, new beginnings become catalysts for a more vibrant life. Moreover, the belief in the universe's capacity to restore lost years becomes even stronger as we embrace new beginnings. Each change offers us a chance to align with our true purposes, illustrating that it is never too late to start anew. For example, someone who dreams of pursuing an artistic career may, after years in a conventional job, finally decide to make that transition. By allowing themselves this new beginning, they not only transform their own life, but also inspire those around them to follow their dreams. Thus, the narrative of new beginnings reminds us that no matter how challenging it may seem, there is always room for hope and renewal. Signs and intuition are powerful tools that the universe offers us to guide our journey. Often, we become so immersed in our daily routines that we fail to notice the subtle messages surrounding us. These signs can manifest in various forms. a casual conversation that sparks profound reflection, a song that plays at just the right moment, or even a coincidence that seems beyond logical explanation. When we begin to pay attention to these signals, we become more receptive to the guidance the universe is providing us. For instance, someone who frequently sees the number 111 might interpret it as a sign that they are on the right path, or that new opportunities are on the horizon. Intuition, in turn, is the inner voice we often overlook. It arises as a nudge, a visceral feeling that tells us when we are heading in the right or wrong direction. Learning to trust this intuition is an essential step toward aligning with the universe's purpose. Imagine someone who feels a flutter of apprehension upon receiving a job offer. They might choose to ignore that feeling or delve deeper into it. By allowing themselves to heed their intuition, they may avoid a misstep that could lead to future dissatisfaction. This profound connection with our feelings aids us in making decisions that resonate with our true selves. Furthermore, the universe communicates with us through synchronicity, events that appear casual yet carry profound significance. These coincidences can be viewed as small gifts that encourage us to move forward. When we recognize these patterns, we begin to understand that we are connected to something greater. A good example is someone who, after navigating a difficult phase, discovers an unexpected support community. This synchronicity can provide the strength and motivation needed to progress. Thus, as we learn to interpret these signs and trust our intuition, we prepare ourselves for new beginnings and transformations in our lives. Rediscovery and renewal are intrinsic processes to the human experience. At times, we become lost amid life's demands, forgetting who we truly are and what brings us joy. This process of rediscovery offers an opportunity to explore our passions and interests that may have been sidelined over time. Imagine an individual who, after years of focusing exclusively on their career, decides to revisit an old passion for painting. By making room for this creative endeavor, they not only reconnect with a part of themselves, but also experience an emotional renewal that resonates across all areas of their life. Renewal often begins with the willingness to change. It requires courage to let go of old habits and beliefs that no longer serve us. This act of bravery can be as simple as starting a new exercise routine or as complex as changing careers. The key is to be open to exploring the unknown. For instance, someone who decides to participate in a spiritual retreat may discover new ways to connect with themselves and the world around them. This fresh perspective may provide the missing piece needed to embark on a lasting journey of transformation. Moreover, rediscovery is not solely an individual journey. It also presents an opportunity to connect with others. As we share our stories and experiences, we create a space for mutual support that fosters collective renewal. By joining groups that share similar interests, such as a book club or a volunteer team, a person can find renewed purpose and a sense of belonging. This exchange of experiences enriches our lives and reminds us that, on the journey of rediscovery and renewal, we are not alone. Accepting life's challenges is a vital skill that we must all develop along our journey. Rather than viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers, we can choose to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. Often, it is in adversity that we discover our true strength. Consider a situation where someone faces the loss of a job. While this painful experience may initially seem devastating, it can also serve as the necessary impetus to reevaluate their passions and pursue a new career that brings greater satisfaction and joy. By accepting challenges, we create space for transformation and self-discovery. Another crucial aspect of embracing challenges is the role of resilience. This quality enables us to recover from difficult situations and rise again. It is akin to bamboo, which bends in the wind yet does not break. When an individual endures emotional hardships, such as the end of a relationship, they may find ways to stand tall again by seeking support from friends, engaging in activities that bring them happiness, and even allowing themselves to feel the pain before moving forward. This resilience is essential as it prepares us to face the ups and downs of life with a stronger and more flexible mindset. Finally, accepting challenges invites us to reflect on how we respond to them. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose a more mindful approach. The practice of gratitude, for example, can help us reshape how we perceive challenges. By focusing on what we have learned from each difficult situation, we begin to see life through a new lens. This not only transforms our understanding of our experiences, but also enables us to view each challenge as an opportunity for growth and evolution. Thus, by embracing the challenges of life, we prepare ourselves for the continuous journey of restoration and growth that awaits us. Restoration is not an isolated event, but rather a continuous process that unfolds throughout our lives. As we face challenges and celebrate victories, we are invited to view restoration as a journey of personal evolution. Often, the most significant changes in our lives do not occur overnight. They reveal themselves gradually, as we learn to navigate the complexities of existence. Imagine someone who, after a period of emotional difficulty, commits to daily practices of self-care and self-discovery. This person realizes that true restoration is not merely about returning to what was, but about becoming a stronger and more conscious version of themselves. This ongoing process of restoration requires courage and resilience. At times, we may encounter setbacks that appear to derail our path. However, by learning to view these obstacles as integral parts of the journey, we can gain a new perspective. For instance, an individual who decides to become an entrepreneur may face failures in their business. Instead of seeing this as an end, they might choose to learn from their experiences, adjusting their strategies and re-entering the market with renewed vision. This ability to rise after setbacks is a hallmark of true restoration. Moreover, continuous restoration allows us to cultivate a growth mindset. By acknowledging that there is always room for evolution, we become more open to the opportunities that arise along our path. This mindset is essential for navigating life's changes and maintaining a sense of purpose and motivation. Participating in workshops, seeking constant learning, or connecting with mentors are some ways to support this journey. Thus, by embracing restoration as an ongoing process, we not only prepare ourselves for the inevitable changes in life, but also become agents of transformation, ready to create a positive impact on ourselves and others. Cultivating a mindset of abundance and gratitude is essential for transforming our worldview and how we relate to life. Instead of focusing on what we lack, the practice of gratitude invites us to recognize and appreciate what we already possess. This not only elevates our emotional state, but also connects us to a flow of positive energy. Imagine someone who, upon waking, dedicates a few minutes to list the things they are grateful for, such as their health, family, or even a beautiful sunny day. This simple practice can change the tone of the day, creating a solid foundation of positivity and hope. Abundance, on the other hand, is about recognizing that the universe is filled with opportunities and resources. When we adopt this mindset, we begin to perceive that there is ample space for everyone to thrive. Instead of viewing the success of others as a threat, we learn to celebrate their victories as inspiration. For example, rather than feeling insecure upon seeing a colleague being promoted, one might choose to congratulate them and reflect on what they can learn from that experience. This shift in perspective not only fosters a more collaborative environment, but also motivates us to pursue our own achievements. Furthermore, the practice of gratitude is closely linked to abundance. The more we express gratitude, the more we attract positive experiences. This creates a virtuous cycle where gratitude begets more gratitude. For instance, someone who decides to help others, whether through volunteering or simple acts of kindness, often finds themselves surrounded by support and affection in return. This exchange not only benefits those around us, but also enriches us in ways we often cannot quantify. Therefore, by cultivating abundance and gratitude in our lives, we open the doors to a continuous flow of blessings and opportunities, preparing us for a vibrant future filled with possibilities. As we reach the end of our journey, it is important to reflect on everything we have learned and express gratitude for each experience that has brought us to this point. Gratitude is a powerful practice that allows us to recognize the value of each lesson and challenge faced. Looking back, we realize that every obstacle overcome and every new beginning has been fundamental to our evolution. This journey of restoration teaches us that life is a constant flow of learning and growth. Therefore, it is essential to take a moment to thank not only ourselves, but also the universe, which continuously guides us and offers new opportunities. In addition to acknowledging our own victories, it is vital to celebrate collective achievements. Each interaction, each sharing of knowledge, and each moment of connection enriches us. Through this process, we form a supportive community where everyone can thrive. Thus, as we conclude this cycle, we invite you to reflect on how you can continue this journey of restoration and growth in your own life. What steps can you take to embrace new beginnings and cultivate abundance and gratitude? To continue learning and drawing inspiration, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Together, we can further explore the mysteries of life, discover new restoration practices, and share experiences that help us grow. By subscribing, you become part of a community that values transformation, connection, and prosperity. We are excited to have you with us on this journey. As we conclude this content, it is time to reflect on all that we have learned and how we can apply this knowledge in our lives. The journey of restoration, transformation, and growth is not merely an abstract idea. It is an accessible reality for all of us. So, the question remains, what will you do from now on? Are you ready to embrace new beginnings, overcome challenges, and cultivate a mindset of abundance? Change begins with small actions and daily decisions that can lead to significant impact in your life. I invite you to ask yourself, what concrete steps can you take today to embark on this journey of restoration? Is it time to invest in yourself, whether by learning a new skill, seeking emotional support, or dedicating more time to your passions? And remember, you are not alone. If you enjoyed this content about the chosen ones and wish to delve deeper into this universe, don't leave just yet. On the final screen, there are 2 incredible videos waiting for you. Share your experiences and reflections in the comments. By doing so, you not only foster a sense of community, but also inspire others to join this journey of transformation. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. This way, you can continue learning and drawing inspiration from more content that will help you shape the life you desire. Together, we can explore the mysteries of life and cultivate a vibrant future filled with possibilities. Are you ready?